Hello, everyone, and welcome again to the SEO Club, where we are going to be talking about our 2025 predictions in our Advent Calendar special. Today, we are talking to Vale. You already know her from our channel, very chatty person. So I'm sure she will have very, very interesting and fun predictions for us. Welcome.
Thank you, Ivana. Thank you for having me. So, when preparing for this podcast, I found it challenging to pinpoint a few relevant predictions for 2025 because really and truly it seems that 2024 was so exciting and with so many news every day. Every day brought new development. And if we look just a few days ago, OpenAI launched Sora and Google announced their generative AI video model. So I decided to focus on trends that I believe will significantly impact businesses and marketing. Let's start with the first one, okay? So I think prediction number one is that affiliates, the smartest SEO driven companies, will be diversifying traffic sources even more than what is happening today. Tapping into social yes, yes. Tapping into social media, paid media, influencers, partnerships. And this shift, I believe, not only makes them more resilient, but position them as an acquisition target for big players looking to dominate multiple channels. So I foresee major acquisitions with bigger players buying up SEO driven affiliates company to integrate their expertise into a broader media portfolio, or SEO companies transforming into full funnel media players, becoming more as a media agency. And again, for me, it's not only about diversifying traffic, but I see it as a way of controlling the entire customer journey from awareness to conversion and monetizing every single touch point.
I love it.
So it's already happening, but I think, affiliates will be experimenting more and more with several other channels. Prediction number two.
Just a second here. I love it. I love it. And I think that the big players will need to buy good SEO players and good SEO sites, because we see that the parasite SEO is starting to tank. There was manual actions in May. Now November update did something again, and the huge sites that we know about are gone. They are not even scoring for their own brand name, and those players will need to have something in an arsenal, some new sites, obviously trying with more parasite. But I think your prediction of being very strong SEO and other channel websites will be acquired quite a lot in 2025. I think it's a very spot on predictions. Absolutely 100% on this one with you.
Agree. Prediction number two. I prepared my card, okay?
I love it. You're so prepared.
SEO and AI would be the perfect pair. So I call it symbiotic partnership. Again, probably it's not something very, very new, but I wrote actually a recent newsletter about it. SEO is not dead. Actually, I believe that the smartest SEO specialists open to embrace AI, understanding fully what there is behind machine learning technology will be the real winner here. And because it's the kind of profile that has a lot of technical understanding of how traditional SEO works, but able to experiment and test new things. And while AI enhance new way of looking at conversational and kind of way of delivering the best results to the user. SEO traditional best practices are still the roots. So the combo between the two will be the winner. And actually, on my newsletter, John from Statstron commented with a very relevant feedback. Innovation and tech will be the real winner here. I much agree with this kind of statement.
Very much, very much. SEO is turning differently. SEO is working with LLMs very much. And I'm preparing actually a speech for one conference next year where I'll be talking about SEO for LLMs, how the reality is changing and how we are adapting to make sure we score and are visible in the AI overviews and not just like ChatGPT, create text, copy. That's my SEO AI. No. So
Nice.
I love it. I'm very much on the same wave. Once again, same wave here. Virgos, what can I say? Prediction number 3. I can't wait.
Number 3. And again, this might be actually disruptive, but maybe different, okay, from what perhaps the others said. Crypto, community, and AI convergence in 2025 and how this will impact SEO. Let's start perhaps from the easiest aspect, okay? Communities. We know, and I think we all agree, that communities are becoming the new focus for SEO and marketing. Search engines will reward content that resonates deeply with this kind of communities, factoring metrics like time spent in this community, sentiment analysis, or organic discussions on platforms like Reddit, Quora, Discord, Telegram. So trust signals will influence rankings. And if we don't want to call it rankings because if we look at different search engine, AI driven, like Perplexity, Claude, SearchGPT, perhaps ranking is not the best word to describe what's happening in these platforms, but referred brand perhaps is the way we can name this kind of new trends. So affiliates will need to optimize for highly specific community-driven keywords like top casinos or crypto casino endorsed by crypto communities. Perhaps not with this terminology, but you know what I mean here. Why crypto? Crypto it actually brings decentralization and transparency, which again will be key for earning trust in industries like ours. So I believe that because of crypto is evolving and needs that space of quality and authentic reviews and educational content will also impact on how this content is created with a kind of a synergy between AI and community driven initiatives. And if we think about websites, for example, integrating blockchain-backed verification, such as transparent transaction or authentic content, this will also gain credibility. So will be likely becoming a ranking factor in search engine.
I love it.
What do you
This is
think?
very, very new approach, but yes, communities are huge, but people are not usually mentioning this. I'm very grateful you did, and I think it's a very thinking outside of a box. But we are used to that with you, that you think outside of a box and you bring us a different point of view. So very
Thank
much
you.
Vale.
And maybe this will be leading at my 4th prediction, okay? Is that creator economy will become a driving force for marketing SEO. So creator economy will be meeting up SEO. And what I mean is very tied to my previous kind of prediction, where community, new way of actually crafting a product, okay, will influence SEO. So content created by influencers or shared by community will generate natural backlinks, social signals, engagement metrics, we know, right? So brands or affiliates or publishers that empower creators and community, will actually win. So operators will be partnering with creators, produce authentic reviews, live streams, in a much stronger way than what is today. And if we look at the SEO strategies driven by video content, TikTok trends, or community challenges, all will be feeding into a broader affiliates ecosystem.
Absolutely agree with you. I think this is one of the important things, and we call it eat signal as well, right? Because you have got real people behind it. I keep saying it. Get interviews, get publications that are relevant to our niche, talk to people, go to podcasts, get noticed in a different way than just writing what is casino. So this is absolutely a point of view that I keep pushing, and I'm very happy someone else is saying it.
Yeah.
Great
And I
communities, all
got a
these eat
fifth.
signals.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a fifth prediction.
Yeah, of course,
And
go ahead. That's great.
and I think what we discussed actually leads to this one. You mentioned a little bit earlier this one is the proliferation of brand representation tools. So I think in 2025 there will be a lot of SaaS platforms that will emerge to measure than just rankings of traffic. Okay,
Mentions
so
absolutely growing on importance. Yes.
yes, like perhaps our generation is the luckiest one because we do remember, okay, all the evolution and all the tools that were there at the very, very beginning when we were ready to share all the information with Google to be indexed, to be ranked. So I remember one of now the most emerging tool, okay, which is Brand Watch, able to measure the sentiment of a brand across all spaces. SEMrush, Href, we use it on a daily basis because they give us the kind of competitive landscape, how we are doing, what kind of keyword shares we have. I think that tools such as the latest one that I'm actually dealing with is brandpoint.ai that measures how our brand are actually represented or referred across AI models from OpenAI to Llama to Mistral. So these tools will be integrated in a much larger tech analytics stack to actually see and analyze the full ecosystem presence. So for me, yeah.
But mentions, we know they are growing on importance, and we know that you need to be much more present on the web to be visible in the AI overviews. For example, we know that Google is learning their information from Reddit. You mentioned communities. From YouTube, you mentioned videos. From Wikipedia, you mentioned eat signals with Wikipedia bite into. So I think all your predictions beautifully come together. 5 wonderful predictions that really shape 2025, in my opinion. And they are very educational as well. They are not grim, they are not wishful, they are just very realistic and based on real data. So thank you so much for sharing
Thank
all
you.
this. I absolutely love it. I think this is one of the best prediction videos I had so far. So thank you once
Thank
again
you to
for
you.
agreeing to spend your time on the SEO Club. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.